Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. It's the Seahawks holding on to the football as we jump into the action in quarter number 1. On third down, Carson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start on the ground with Breida. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
His throw is going to be incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's got a man. It's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We're up to finding Williams for a Dolphin first down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
The tackle made.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Brings up 3rd.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. This is caught by Williams. 7 yards the pick up there.
Complete to Preston Williams. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 18-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. And he's brought down. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run with Breida. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Matt Breida with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And nothing special there. They showed they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. Kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Little flip of fortune. They had a chance to possibly pin him deep, but out of bounds, and now they'll start at the 40.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. He gives it off to Carson, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete here.
Wilson's pass incomplete on the throwaway. It's 3rd down and 12.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Matt Breed in the offense heading back out. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He gets this complete to Shaheem, the tight end. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Tua going to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Tua to throw again. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, they go screen pass to Hyde. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
14. 1st down, Seattle.
These two teams all tied after one.
The score tied 7-7.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field.
1st and goal, Seattle.
For a quarterback, there's two sides to this coin. Either he had complete faith that his guy would go up and get the ball, or his throw was up for grabs. Which one do you think he'll tell the coach when he goes to the sidelines?
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Again, Wilson. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating, there he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. To throw again is Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete. It's 3rd down and goal at the 6-yard line.
Big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Throwing again here, Wilson. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Xavier Howard on the coverage.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And Myers able to knock it through, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead.
Dolphins 7.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Noah Ings on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10.
Matt Breed in the offense heading back out. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Tua. Got his man. It's Williams. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. So that'll back them up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And this is caught. It's Parker. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Nice snag by Devontae Parker. While it took him 5 years in the league to have his first 1,000-yard season, he broke out in a big way. The former first-round pick had career highs across the board in 2019. In fact, his touchdown total for the year equaled his career total to date.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. He's got the lead here in the 2nd quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. A throw complete to Dorsett. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing is Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, Wilson. Buying time to his left. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want them to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there on that scramble.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. This is Carson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
It's Wilson's throw.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
On 3rd down, Wilson. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Myers' kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
Dolphins 7.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
It's Yorson's
Pretty
yo-yo.
reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Miami
Miami set to take over.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Here's Tua. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for the tight end, Adam Shaheen, that time. And it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes Chris Carson in the Seattle offense. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. He'll get 3 up to midfield. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Three yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Christian Wilkins.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Wilson. And able to find Dorsett. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 12. 1st down Seahawks.
One thing about the Seattle Seahawks offense, they are a run-first group, but when they throw the ball, they want to throw it downfield and sting defenses, and Philip Dorsett provides great speed and a good target downfield in order to get that done. Nice catch there. His speed adds an extra dimension to the Seahawks offense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Hyde. And a short gain down to about the 33. A couple of Dolphins in on the stop.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front They won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson, complete to Dorsett. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 14. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Hyde on the draw. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
7-yard line.
Second down and 3. Ball on the 7. Here's Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Escaping the... And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled. And wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead is now 13. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was Russell Wilson finishing things off with a touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
He finds an opening past the 40. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Run there by Matt Breida, and he spent the early part of his career in San Francisco, sharing the backfield and sharing the ball. What you really want with him, open space and make sure he's touching it, because he can take it from 0 to the end zone in a very short amount of time.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a give to Breida. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Tua sets up to pass it. He'll find Williams on the slant. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here's Matt Hawk now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he's on to punt for Miami. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard.
Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. He's thrown for a touchdown. He also ran for a touchdown, so they have to count for a guy that can do a little bit of both.
And because of that, that puts the defense back on its heels. Because normally you just think, okay, he's going to throw the ball. Let's tee off, put a little extra pressure on him. But when he's able to either escape or run with the ball and design plays, that really changes what you try and do on defense.
Yeah, you certainly can't forget about the arm, that's for sure. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
Offense.
What happened?
You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hole.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Play action. It's Wilson. Going up top. And this one is incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Wilson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Will Dissly, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. From the shotgun, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a 1st down. It's 4th.
Well, it's not going to be a 1st down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the 1st down.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Matt Breed in the offense heading back out. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield and get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
It's your sense, be right back, gonna go eat.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. It gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Breida. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he finds Parker here, complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. It's Williams on the catch. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Tua on 4th down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And he's been busy with his feet. He's been quite the scrambling man.
And obviously that can break down a defense, but a lot of it is just that they just get trapped with worrying about it so much that other things break down as well. You know, you break the huddle, and you're not just playing what comes out at you. You're like, oh, God, don't let him outside of the pocket. Don't let him beat us with his legs. And then he starts to beat you other ways.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Here's second and a yard. From the gun, it's Wilson. Able to get this to Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Brings up second and
one of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on second and 4. They'll give to Hyde out of the gun. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. Flush to his right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. The final, 23-14. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they've got the lead over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Christian McCaffrey, over 100 yards on the afternoon thus far with a touchdown run as well. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And that game's gone to the half, all even at 10-10. In our game has been Russell Wilson, who was dynamic, as usual, in that first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Michael Dixon.
The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 20.
Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach. because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On the handoff, this is Breida. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Breida on the carry.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And 1.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They run again with Breida. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Breida. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. They're thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On play action, here's Tua. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to pass. Tua. And the pressure gets to him again. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium.
2
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Tua. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They start the drive with Hyde. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
He's taken down at the 17.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll give to Hyde. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Handoff comes to Hyde, and he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the 1st down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
A 10th carry for Hyde. And he's got room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now the third-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. His throw incomplete. Will Dissly, the intended receiver, and it's third down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
And 8 yards to go.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Now it's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards.
Dolphins take over first and 10.
Matt Breed in the offense heading back out. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Play action. Now it's Tua. It's complete to Williams. 7 yards there and a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And this is Parker, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
First and 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 46. They'll run with a former Bear and Eagle. It's Jordan Howard.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Taken down by Bobby Wagner.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
That's a gain of 5.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54. Check.
Tua going to throw. It's complete to Grant. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Switch out. Hey, switch gears.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
He's brought down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go with Howard again. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Able to find Shaheen, the tight end. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. They get 11 there on 4th and 10. Didn't get it by much, but it is a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Howard. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Sanders on for the extra point. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is DJ Reed returning. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
DJ Reed on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. Last week they got a good victory over the Dallas Cowboys, and they are in the driver's seat here right now as well. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at about the 32. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Complete to Dorsett. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
At the 41-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. High. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They run again with Hyde on 1st. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
44-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. A give left to Hyde. And Hyde will not get there as they force him to the ground shy of the marker. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Matt Breed in the offense heading back out. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen. They see the blocks happen. They feel really good about their vision. And then they use their legs to find that open space.
And he's had some good help up front to boot. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
Bobby Wagner.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. That's caught by Howard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
He was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun with Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Carry there by Jordan Howard, and we all know he started his career in Chicago and was a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher. Spent 2019 in Philadelphia battling injuries, but when he's healthy, can be a flat-out workhorse and can break down defenses.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he finds Parker here, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And this is caught. It's Parker. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And 1 at the 25-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, this is Howard. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, it's Howard. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. So give him the first down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4. And the decision to go for it pays off. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Howard. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Now Tua. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Entering screen. Resume.
Tagovailoa sack by Benson Mayoa.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Tua. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for Devontae Parker. Incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Tua on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
4 yards.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. 3rd down here. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now here's Michael Dixon, standing just outside his own goal line. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Miami set to take over. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for 28 yards.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now Tua, a big spot for the rookie from Alabama. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
And Charles, the second time today that he has hit pay dirt.
And once you score the first one, there is that.
Entering screen resume.
natural tendency, and there's also that eagerness to get back there again. Oh, he smells it. This guy smelled the end zone, and twice he's gotten there.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And the kick is no good, but there are flags behind the line. He's going to get bailed out. I think this is going to be a roughing call. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Sanders on for the extra point. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Here's Reed returning. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's Hyde on the draw. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 22 yards there, a first down.
Greg Olsen was a big-time pickup for the Seattle Seahawks in the offseason. Spent the last 9 seasons with Carolina as an all-pro, Pro Bowl tight end, and did the same thing before that with the Chicago Bears. Now he moves to the Northwest and gives Russell Wilson a big-time target in the middle of the field.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Another tote for the afternoon workhorse. It's Hyde. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Here's Wilson. They go screen pass to Hyde. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Now Hyde running right. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. He dumps it to Hyde. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. After the turnover, it's Tua. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Reed. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 34. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. 7 yards, the pickup there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, a give to Hyde. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. 3rd down, Carlos Hyde. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Out to the flat for Hyde. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Got Gordon open, completes it. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The end result, 21 yards.
At the 9-yard line.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run high. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Carlos Hyde. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1. You want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
And out come the Dolphins now. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And this is Parker, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there, because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Tua now on 1st down. Able to find Shaheen here. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Working the sideline there, good route, good catch, 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Tua, a give. This is Howard. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. Line of scrimmage. Again, the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. They'll look to throw. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are once again going to retake the lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more.
Dolphins 33. Seahawks 26.
So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Here's Reed returning. A dangerous return man showing it here.
DJ Reed on the
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So Wilson and the Seahawks down by 7. A minute 53 remaining. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. Wilson to throw. And caught left side, Olsen. A gain of 6 there on first. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running 2, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. And Olsen over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Here's Wilson. Complete to Dorsett. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33. 16 yards, a first down. Able to get this to Gordon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. He finds Dorsett. It's complete.
Wilson's pass.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 15-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wilson. Looking sideline, incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it's 2nd down. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Back to throw. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. Getting set to go again on offense, here's Devontae Parker now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for Adam Shaheen. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw is Tua. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for Jordan Howard.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
10 yards to go.
On the handoff, this is Howard.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. First throw of the OT session for Tua. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. As overtime wears on, something to keep in mind, it is hot down there on the field.
And if we think it's a sauna, what are they feeling down there? And this is where both teams find out about their strength and conditioning program. All the work they put into it to get to this moment, and did the guys follow the mantra of hydrating ahead of time so they're ready to go right now.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Adam Shaheen was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. 1st and 10. Now, this is a big spot for a rookie QB, and overtime's kind of where you earn your stripes, isn't it?
It really is, and we've talked with enough coaches and players about how these youngsters are getting into the game and playing this at such a high level so early. But overtime, that's an entirely different animal, and he's handling it well.
Yeah, starting to put together a nice drive. Three yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
1st and 10.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. It puts them in field goal range, but let's face it. They don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it. They'll run on 1st down. It's Howard, and he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
The tackle made.
And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. Let's go. He's checking.
On second down, Tua. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And this one will be brought back to the 22. We know there's already a spotlight on this rookie quarterback, an even bigger spotlight here in overtime of this game. A costly pick.
No doubt about that, but here's the key. Game's not over. He may very well get another shot at this thing, so now he's got to go to the sideline, hope his defense picks him up, and be ready to go back out there and maybe make a similar throw, hopefully successfully the next time.
They start the drive with Hyde. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Jerome Baker.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Now what can Wilson do here in the OT? Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away.
You got to remember, because now that we're in overtime, mistakes get magnified. So you got to walk that line between being aggressive and being careful, because that was a dangerous throw right there. You obviously could not have an interception in this spot.
It nearly was an interception. He's lucky to get that one back. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. Being chased out left. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. Now here's Michael Dixon on for a very important punt here in overtime. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On play action, here's Tua. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. This being their second opportunity in overtime, 3rd overall drive, see if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers. Get the ball in their hands, critical situation, now's their time.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And this is caught. It's Parker. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he finds Howard complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
On first down, they run with Howard. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Running with Howard. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. From the gun, it's Tua. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Well, right now, every little bit of yardage helps. So they're obviously well within his range. It's just about keeping the football and getting in the right spot.
Know your kicker. Get, as you mentioned, get it to the right spot, the place that he wants to kick it from. And if you do decide to throw the football, it either goes to your team or no one. It's the only kind of throw you make.
54, right there, 54 right.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Benson Mayowa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Entering screen, resume.
So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back.
For the Dolphin field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
And that is no good. And we will play on here in overtime. So possible disaster there. It's an empty possession, and there's no worse time to have an empty possession than the first drive of overtime.
Yeah, and remember the situation now, Brandon. It's sudden death from here on out. You can bet he's begging for a chance to redeem himself. But the question now is, will that chance ever come?
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
What a great rookie campaign in 2019 for DK Metcalf, who came in with high expectations, was actually upset that he went in the second round, not the first round, but quickly proved everyone wrong who didn't take him prior. 900 yards receiving, 7 touchdowns, and looks exactly like a Seattle Seahawks receiver is supposed to look. Big, strong, physical, and catches all the contested passes downfield. That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 2 veterans there, Wilson to Olsen for a Seattle first down. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
He'll find Metcalf. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
So into overtime and all the way to the end of overtime, they have a chance to win it. Couldn't convert on the field goal, and we end in the very rare tie.
Don't see it very often. We did discuss it as we began overtime that because it's a regular season game, we're going to play that last quarter. And if no one scores or however, if it finishes in a tie, that's it. But boy, how bad do you feel for him? The opportunity to win it with a field goal at the end, and it doesn't go through the pipes.
So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.